In front of the gates of Ritter and Koenig GmbH, a homeless man sat every single day. His name was Karl Müller. He sat there, clothes torn to shreds, but still hopeful, watching every car that passed by. Sometimes he'd call out to a driver, "Brother, you got a piece of bread? I haven't eaten in 2 days." People turned away. Some laughed. Others cursed at him. A few even yelled, "Hey, don't sit here. You're making the company grounds look trashy. You want the company's reputation ruined because of you? Go sit somewhere else. Get lost, you useless bum. You don't want to work, you just want to beg." Karl Müller just smiled and said, "It's all right, boss. One day, I'll open this gate myself." People burst out laughing. "Oh yeah? Then you're going to be the CEO, or what?" And they walked off. The actual CEO of the company was Kristin König, a beautiful but pretty stuck-up woman. One day she parked her car in pouring rain, and Karl ran over to her with an umbrella saying, "Miss König, it's coming down like crazy. You're going to get soaked." Kristin shoved the umbrella aside. "Don't touch me. Your filthy hands will give me a rash." Karl calmly replied, "Only the circumstances are dirty, Miss König, not the people." She laughed and walked away. A few days later, news came that the original founder of the company, Klaus König, Kristin's father, was seriously ill. The doctor said he needed a major surgery, and without it, he probably wouldn't survive. Kristin started crying. But then the doctor said something that changed everything. The surgery could only happen if both company founders signed the current legal documents. "Both?" Kristin stuttered. "Yes," the doctor said. "Your father isn't the sole owner. There's another name on the register, Karl Müller." Kristin's face turned pale. It was the same homeless man who sat at the gate every day. Klaus König whispered, "Find Karl Müller. He's not just my partner, he's my conscience. If he doesn't sign, the company will collapse." So Kristin rushed to the gate. She stepped out of her car and said to the homeless man, "Please, come with me. My father's life is on the line." Karl stood up and followed her. The next day, the whole company was in chaos. Kristin announced to all employees, "This man here will be acting CEO for 1 day." The office exploded in laughter. "So now the homeless dude is running the company? What's he gonna do? Hold meetings in a dumpster?" someone shouted. "The new CEO doesn't even have a suit, just a shredded hoodie," another mocked. Kristin shrank in embarrassment. But Karl Müller simply smiled. "Laugh all you want. That's the real face of the world." He walked into the office and said first thing, "Bring every employee fresh water to their desks. These folks are sitting in this heat and they're thirsty." Then he added, "And give the old security guard at the gate a chair. The guy's been standing for 12 hours. Everyone thought he was crazy. But by evening, the atmosphere had completely changed. For the first time in a long while, people were smiling, because someone finally cared about their problems. Then the meeting began. Karl Müller opened a file. On it was written, "Ritter and Koenig GmbH. The R stands for Ruth, my wife," he said, "and the K stands for Klaus." The whole room went silent. Klaus König looked down at the floor. Karl continued, "I founded this company, and your father made it great. But when my wife and child died, I walked away from everything. Pain and business don't mix." He placed another file on the table. "Here's the truth about the company. 40% of the shares still belong to me. But today, I'm giving them all to you, Kristin, so your father can breathe easy again." Tears filled Kristin's eyes. "How can you forgive me? I treated you so horribly." Karl replied, "I'm not forgiving you. I just learned something. Nobody becomes truly rich by taking away a poor person's dignity." He stood up and was about to leave. But Kristin grabbed his hand. "Wait, I want you to stay our CEO forever. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our next heartwarming stories."